Have you ever stood in front of the mirror and quietly asked yourself, when did these dark spots show up? They seem to sneak in when you're not looking. One day, they're just there, like tiny footprints of time, sun, and stress. And while they may seem harmless, they can still tug at your confidence, especially when nothing you've tried has worked. But here's something you may not expect. Right in your kitchen, no dermatologist, no fancy treatment, is a simple, homemade blend that can help soften those spots in just a few days. In this video, I'll walk you through a gentle castor oil recipe that's already helped thousands of older adults across the country. Folks just like you who want their skin to feel calmer, clearer, and more balanced again. And the best part? It's made from ingredients you already trust. Now, most people miss this, but there's one tiny ingredient in step 4 that changes everything. It makes the recipe up to 3 times more effective. Without it, you'll only get half the results. Let me share a quick story. Janet Williams, age 68, from Phoenix, had just about given up. Years of desert sun left her hands and face covered in dark spots. She'd tried it all, from high-end creams to laser treatments. Nothing gave her lasting results. But then she tried this paste. And just 5 days later, her neighbor stopped her and said, "Did you do something to your skin? You look amazing." It was that noticeable. And Janet's not the only one. Thousands of people are now seeing real changes just by following the same method I'm about to show you. So, if you're ready to feel a little more confident when you look in the mirror, stay with me. I'll walk you through each step simply and clearly, like a friend would. And if you find this helpful, just type 1 in the comments to let me know you're still with me. Take a deep breath, relax. Let's get started. Step 1, understanding the root cause of age spots. If you've ever wondered why age spots seem to show up out of nowhere, especially after 50, you're not alone. The truth is, they're not sudden at all. They've been building quietly for years. Age spots, also called liver spots, are those flat brown or gray patches that slowly appear on your skin. They're caused by an excess of melanin, the pigment that gives your skin its color. As we age, and after years of sun exposure, certain skin cells called melanocytes become overactive. That's what causes melanin to gather in little clusters instead of spreading evenly. And here's something important to know. According to research from the Mayo Clinic, after you hit your 40s, your skin's ability to repair sun damage really starts to slow down. That means ultraviolet rays from the sun, even the ones you can't feel, begin leaving deeper marks. And over time, those marks turn into visible dark spots. But the problem isn't just the sun. As you get older, your skin renews itself more slowly. Back in your 20s, your skin refreshed itself every 28 days. By the time you reach 60, that cycle can stretch to 84 days or more. So, without the right kind of care, those age spots tend to stick around longer than they should. And here's the thing. Most over-the-counter creams only work on the surface. But the real damage? It's happening deeper, where the melanin builds up. Even indoors, your skin can still take a hit. Everyday exposure from windows, indoor lighting, and even phone or computer screens can add to the problem. Ruth Henderson, age 65, from Tampa, was doing everything right. Sunscreen, daily walks, staying out of the midday sun. But the spots kept coming. She later realized her favorite reading spot by a big sunny window was quietly adding to her skin damage. To really break the cycle, you've got to treat what's already there and prevent new spots from forming. That starts with how you protect your skin each day. Use a broad-spectrum sunscreen with SPF 30 or higher, even on cloudy days or when you're indoors. UVA rays go right through glass. Between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., close your curtains, move away from direct sunlight, or apply UV window film. If you head outside, wear long sleeves or a wide-brimmed hat. That's exactly what Ruth did, and it changed everything. By combining these simple habits with the castor oil paste, she stopped new spots from forming and saw old ones start to fade. Remember, if you only treat the surface but keep letting new damage in, the cycle just keeps going. So tonight, take this first step. Give your skin a chance to heal and set the stage for real, lasting change. Step 2, the science behind castor oil's unique power. You might be wondering, what makes castor oil different from all the other oils people use on their skin? The secret lies in something called ricinoleic acid. It's a rare fatty acid that makes up nearly 90% of castor oil, and it has two very special qualities. It calms inflammation, and it soaks deep into the skin, much deeper than most oils. In fact, studies from Harvard's dermatology researchers found that ricinoleic acid can pass through the skin barrier up to 10 times more effectively than common oils like coconut, almond, or olive. That means it doesn't just sit on top of your skin. It actually reaches the deeper layers where age spots are formed. That deep absorption is a game changer. It allows castor oil to carry healing nutrients straight into the areas that need the most help. And when you combine it with other natural ingredients, like the one I'll show you later, it works even better. Research published in the International Journal of Toxicology shows that castor oil does more than fade spots. It helps your body drain toxins, reduce swelling, and speed up skin cell turnover, which is especially important for mature skin that's slower to renew itself. And here's something else to feel good about. Castor oil does all of this gently. No harsh chemicals, no irritation, just steady, natural healing. That's what makes it ideal for older, more sensitive skin. It even helps boost collagen and keeps the skin more flexible, which over time can give your skin a softer, more youthful look and feel. But here's the catch. Not all castor oils are the same. The quality matters a lot. The best kind is cold-pressed, organic, and hexane-free. That's how it keeps its healing compounds intact. On the other hand, drugstore brands are often processed with heat or mixed with additives. That ruins the oil's power and can actually make skin issues worse. Take David Thompson, a 72-year-old from Oregon. He used a basic castor oil from the shelf for months and saw nothing. No changes. Then he realized it was processed with heat and filled with unnecessary ingredients. After switching to a high-quality organic oil, he noticed a difference in just 2 weeks. His age spots began to fade, and his skin felt softer, more hydrated, and healthier overall. So if you're thinking of trying this treatment, here's what to look for. Choose a castor oil that's cold-pressed, organic, and hexane-free. Skip anything with preservatives, added fragrance, or words you can't pronounce. And once you've got a good bottle, store it in a cool, dark spot, away from heat or sunlight. Replace it every 6 months to keep it fresh and effective. Here's the bottom line. Don't cut corners. Your skin deserves the best you can give it, especially if you've waited this long to finally see a change. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, type the number 1 in the comments below. I appreciate you spending this time with me. Let's keep going. Step 3. Preparing your skin for optimal results. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever used a product that promised results, but nothing really happened, even when the ingredients were supposed to be powerful? With castor oil, the issue usually isn't the oil itself. It's that the skin wasn't properly prepared. Here's why that matters. If your skin isn't clean and ready, the treatment just sits on the surface. It can't break through the layers of dead skin, natural oils, or buildup from soaps, creams, and pollution. The American Academy of Dermatology confirms this. When your skin isn't prepped, it only absorbs about 15 to 20% of what you put on it. But when it's prepared the right way, that number jumps up to 70 or even 85%. That's a big difference, and it's often the missing piece. As we age, our skin slows down its natural shedding process. Dead skin cells pile up, especially if you've been using products with waxes or silicones. These build a barrier, invisible to the eye, but strong enough to block anything from sinking in. Even castor oil. And it doesn't stop there. Makeup, pollution, and even dry air can all add to this layer of resistance. That's why preparation isn't optional, it's essential. The good news? It only takes 2 gentle steps: cleansing and exfoliation. Start by washing the area with a mild bath, fragrance-free soap and warm water. Not hot, just warm enough to open the pores without drying out your skin. Hot water or harsh soap can strip away moisture and actually make dark spots worse. Next, use a soft washcloth or a gentle exfoliating pad. Don't scrub hard, just enough to lift away the surface layer of dead cells so the treatment can do its job. Skip chemical exfoliants like AHAs or BHAs. They may work for younger skin, but on mature skin, they can trigger irritation and make pigmentation even worse. And here's a tip most people don't know. Once your skin is clean and exfoliated, you've only got about 10 to 15 minutes before the barrier starts building back up. That's your window. Carol Martinez from Denver found this out the hard way. She'd been applying castor oil for months without seeing results. But once she started cleansing, exfoliating, and applying the paste right away, her skin began to change. Within a week, her age spots started to fade, and she said her skin felt smoother and more open, like it could finally breathe. So tonight, here's exactly what to do. Cleanse the treatment area with mild soap and warm water. Gently exfoliate using a soft cloth or hypoallergenic pad, focusing on the areas with age spots. Then pat your skin completely dry with a clean towel. Wait just a couple of minutes and apply your castor oil paste while your skin is still in that receptive state. If you're still watching and finding these steps helpful, type the number 2 in the comments below. It helps me know you're still here with me, and I truly appreciate your time. Let's move on to the next step together. Step 4, the secret absorption enhancer for maximum effectiveness. Here's something most people never think about. Even the best treatment can fall short if it can't get where it needs to go. When it comes to fading age spots, penetration matters. The castor oil needs to reach the deeper layers of your skin where the pigmentation actually forms. But if the skin's outer barrier isn't open, the oil just sits there, doing very little. Now, harsh scrubs and chemical exfoliants may sound like a solution, but they're not ideal, especially for mature skin. They can cause irritation, redness, or even make dark spots worse. And skipping proper prep, that's just as risky, because no matter how good your treatment is, it won't work if it can't get past the surface. This is where one small but powerful addition makes all the difference. It turns regular castor oil into something far more effective, and that secret ingredient is fine-grained sea salt. That's right, just a pinch of high-quality, mineral-rich sea salt can completely change how this paste works. Here's how. Castor oil is already packed with ricinoleic acid, which has natural anti-inflammatory and healing properties, but even then, its ability to fully absorb is limited on its own. Add a pinch of sea salt, though, and something special happens. Sea salt creates tiny pathways, almost like temporary doorways, that allow the oil to go deeper into the skin. Scientific studies have shown that these micropores can boost absorption by up to 300%. That's not a small upgrade. That's a game changer. And sea salt isn't just a booster, it brings its own benefits too. It's rich in minerals like magnesium, calcium, potassium, and zinc. These minerals help reduce inflammation, support skin repair, and improve hydration. Unlike synthetic enhancers that may damage your skin's barrier over time, sea salt works with your body. It's natural, gentle, and safe when used the right way. Now the key is using the right kind. Not all salt is created equal. You want fine-grained sea salt, the kind that gently exfoliates without scratching or irritating your skin. Avoid coarse salts like the kind used in cooking or bath scrubs. Those can leave micro tears in sensitive areas. And stay far away from table salt. It often has chemical additives like iodine or anti-caking agents that don't belong anywhere near your skin. The goal is to make a paste that's a little gritty, but not rough. It should feel smooth when you apply it, not harsh. Here's a good starting point. Mix 1 teaspoon of cold-pressed organic castor oil with about 1/8 of a teaspoon of fine-grained sea salt. Stir it well until it forms a smooth, even texture. Now, before you use it on your face or hands, do a quick patch test. Apply a small amount to the inside of your forearm and wait 24 hours. If there's no irritation, you're good to go. Once it's safe, apply the paste gently to your age spots using slow, circular motions. This helps the oil sink in while improving circulation. Leave it on overnight to give it time to work. Then rinse with lukewarm water in the morning. If you feel a little tingling, that's normal. But if it feels too strong, just reduce the salt slightly and try again. This simple step, just a pinch of sea salt, is what separates a surface-level application from real, lasting results. When I first tried this method myself, I'd been battling dark spots for over 2 years. I had tried everything, brightening creams, dermatologist treatments. Nothing really worked. But within 10 days of adding sea salt to my castor oil, I noticed a difference. The spots looked lighter. My skin felt softer. And people started asking what I'd done. So try it. Mix the paste, apply it with care, and give it time. Let the healing happen while you sleep. If you're still with me and you're finding these insights helpful, type the number 3 in the comments below. It means a lot to know you're still watching. Let's keep going. The next step is just as important. Step 5, mastering the perfect application technique. Now, here's something a lot of people overlook, even when they're doing everything else right. The way you apply the paste matters a lot. Even the most powerful treatment can fall short if it's applied the wrong way. In fact, clinical studies show that poor technique can reduce a treatment's effectiveness by 60 to 70%. That's why so many people give up on natural remedies. Not because the method doesn't work, but because they weren't using it the right way. The secret is in how you touch your skin. You want to encourage absorption, stimulate circulation, and help those healing compounds reach the deeper layers where age spots actually live. But most folks either rush the process or use too much pressure. They'll slap it on quickly or rub in long, harsh strokes. That might seem like it's helping, but it can actually push the paste away from the spots that need it most. And for mature skin, that kind of friction can lead to irritation or even more pigmentation. Here's what works best. Use slow, gentle, circular motions. This technique improves blood flow, supports your lymphatic system, and helps the oil absorb evenly. You're not just spreading the paste, you're guiding it. Now let's talk about timing and temperature. Your skin absorbs better at night. That's because during sleep, blood flow increases and your body focuses on healing. So, if you apply the paste in the evening, you're giving your skin the best chance to work with the treatment. But also, don't apply it cold. Cold castor oil can harden slightly on the skin, forming a barrier that blocks absorption. So before you apply, take a moment to warm the paste. You can rub it between your palms or place the container in a bowl of warm water for a minute, just enough to make it fluid and comfortable. Be careful not to overheat it. Too much heat can destroy some of the oil's healing properties. And once it's on your skin, give it time to work. Don't rinse it off too soon. You want to leave it on for at least 6 to 8 hours. Overnight is ideal. That gives the ricinoleic acid in the castor oil enough time to break down those pigment clusters. And the minerals in the sea salt help support your skin's natural repair process. To keep the paste in place overnight, cover the area gently. For your hands, try a thin cotton glove. For your face, a breathable cotton cloth held in place with soft medical tape works well. This stops the paste from rubbing off while you sleep and keeps it right where it needs to be. Let me share a quick story. Eleanor Jackson from Michigan had been using castor oil every day for months, twice a day, in fact. But she wasn't seeing results, and she was about ready to give up. Then she learned how to apply it properly. She warmed the paste slightly, massaged it in with slow, circular motions for about a minute, and left it on overnight, covered with a cotton glove. And in just 2 weeks, her spots had faded more than they had in 3 months, all because she changed how she applied it. That's the power of technique. So here's what to do. Warm a small amount of paste, about the size of a pea for each spot, between your palms. Gently massage it into the area using circular motions for 60 to 90 seconds. Focus on light pressure and full coverage. Don't rush. Don't rub hard. Once applied, cover the spot with soft, breathable fabric. In the morning, rinse with lukewarm water and pat dry with a soft towel. Avoid scrubbing. Your skin deserves gentle care. By taking your time and applying this method mindfully, you help the treatment go where it needs to go. Deep enough to make a real difference. If you're still here with me and you're finding this helpful, please type the number 4 in the comments below. It lets me know you're still on this journey, and I truly thank you for spending this time with me. Let's move on. You're doing great. Step 6, setting realistic timelines and expectations. Let's take a moment to talk about something just as important as the treatment itself, your expectations. Getting clearer, more even-toned skin takes time. Not weeks, but consistent weeks. And that's where many people get discouraged. They expect big results overnight, and when they don't see it, they stop. But the truth is, real healing doesn't happen in a flash. It happens quietly, gradually. And if you don't know what to look for, you might miss the signs that it's already working. According to dermatologists, seniors have a slower skin renewal cycle than younger people. In your 20s or 30s, your skin turns over every 28 to 35 days. But after 60, that cycle stretches to 60, sometimes even 84 days. So even if the castor oil and sea salt paste is doing its job underneath, those changes won't always show up right away. Most people start noticing small improvements around 10 to 14 days in, but the bigger shifts, the fading, the brightness, the smoother tone, usually take 6 to 8 weeks, sometimes longer. That's why it's important to stay with it. This method works by breaking down melanin deposits, those clusters of pigment, and giving your skin time to replace old, damaged cells with new, healthier ones. What does that look like? You might first notice that spots appear lighter, not gone, just softer around the edges, less harsh. Week by week, they'll lose definition. Some spots will fade faster than others, depending on how deep they are or how long you've had them. Spots from recent sun exposure usually respond more quickly. Older, deeper pigmentation may need the full 6 to 8 weeks or even longer. But in the meantime, you'll likely notice something else. Softer skin, a smoother texture, a healthier glow overall. These are all signs that your skin is responding at a deeper level, even if the most dramatic changes are still on the way. Let me tell you about Frank Rodriguez from Texas. After 2 weeks, he felt frustrated. His spots still looked the same to him, but his wife noticed something different. She said his skin looked brighter, healthier. So Frank kept going, and by week 4, he finally saw it too. By week 8, the difference was undeniable. His skin tone looked even, and the spots had faded. Here's what helped him stay motivated. He took weekly photos. Same lighting, same spot. That way, he could see the slow, steady progress, something that's hard to notice day by day. If you're doing this at home, I encourage you to do the same. It's easy to forget how far you've come when you're looking at yourself in the mirror every morning. Also, don't skip days, even when you don't feel like it. Even when the changes feel too small to notice, stay consistent. This isn't about perfection. It's about repetition. That's what makes this natural method work. For most people, the biggest changes show up between weeks 4 and 6. But if your pigmentation runs deeper or your skin renews more slowly, you may need up to 12 weeks for the full effect. Be patient with yourself. This is your skin, your journey, and it's worth doing right. This simple blend of castor oil and sea salt has helped thousands of older adults feel better in their skin again, without chemicals, without needles, and without spending hundreds of dollars. And the best part? You can do it from the comfort of your home, using ingredients that are gentle, natural, and designed to work with your body, not against it. So stay with it, trust the process, and take a moment to appreciate each little change as it comes. Start tonight, follow the steps with care, and trust the process. Your skin will respond in its own time with quiet, lasting change. That's the power of the castor oil paste method. A simple, natural approach that's already helped thousands of older adults reclaim clearer, more even-toned skin, all from the comfort of home. So let me ask you, what stood out to you the most today? Was it the importance of prepping your skin the right way? The surprising power of sea salt? Or maybe the reminder that real results come with patience, not pressure? Whatever it was, I'd love to hear it. Just share one thing you're excited to try in the comments below. If this video gave you something helpful, please take a moment to leave a comment, give it a like, and share it with someone you care about. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. You'll get more gentle, practical tips to help you care for your skin and your confidence, the natural way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.